I mean, we've heard a number of the benefits, but can a plea bargain agreement be nullified?
So, nullified, yes, but withdrawn, I think, is the most appropriate or more appropriate word or better
Okay, so
word.
can it be withdrawn?
It can be withdrawn. The accused, he's free to decide that, before the judge accepts it or sentencing him, say, something, but I go through with this because maybe, his family is receiving threats or whatever reason. He will not be held, to account or penalized for that withdrawal. And the prosecution, before sentencing, may withdraw, and the judge may refuse to accept it.
Is it that when something or some form of additional evidence probably pops up or comes up in the case, or any kind of evidence that possibly just presents itself, that would help to determine whether or not it is withdrawn sometimes?
Yes, if the evidence suggests that, for example, the person really didn't commit the crime and he's taking the fall for somebody, because the judge has to look at the circumstances under which he may be offering to. The judge can refuse to accept it based on that.
Okay.
One of the things, too, I must say, in terms of benefits to be derived, an accused person, he may be exposed to harm just by virtue of pleading guilty, offering assistance. And so the judge will have to look at the impact or potential impact of that guilty plea or of that agreement on not just the accused, but his family members too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would they also consider whether or not the case is in the public domain, or if it is given a lot of public attention, a lot of public scrutiny? Would that help to determine certain factors as well?
Not necessarily, because a judge can determine that a plea agreement is disclosed in camera. It's not made public. And also the parties are sworn to secrecy.
Okay.
And which is why it is important to note that a plea judge who refuses an agreement will not hear the matter if it proceeds to trial.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A different judge would actually be the one to hear the matter if it proceeds to trial.
Right.
Okay. And I must ask you, would you, or is plea bargaining something that you encourage, you recommend, based on the circumstances of the matter?
It definitely is recommended, but an accused person has to assess his circumstances to determine if it is in his best interest. If you weigh everything in the balance, I would say yes, it is in his interest. But then again, he still has to look at his circumstances.
Okay. You mentioned, I think, the fact that if it is that they want to simply withdraw it, then they can consider withdrawing the plea bargaining agreement. Are there any other circumstances under which it can be withdrawn?
So the judge, the prosecutor, the accused without any reason can just decide that he's not going to go through with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before the
matter goes to trial, before sentencing. If at sentencing, he will have to show the judge some reason, but he will not be, coerced or forced to continue with it if he can't provide reasons for his withdrawal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Wilson. And is there anything else that you'd want to leave with us or share with us on the topic of plea bargaining before we go?
Well, just that plea bargaining serves to benefit all major stakeholders in the justice system. You would have seen where the courts literally creak under the caseload, and if matters can be resolved sooner, then because of plea bargaining and maybe mediation and restorative justice, then we will have justice will be administered more timely. There's a justice delayed is justice denied, and in the benefit of all, and save the country some money.
Save the country some money. Save yourself some time too.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Wilson, thank you so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
It was my pleasure.
I'm sure a number of persons, they're more informed now, they're more aware of simply what is a plea bargaining agreement.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
Thank you.
We're out of time for this week's episode. Thank you, Ms. Wilson, for sharing with us. For more information on plea bargaining, contact your attorney at law. Thank you for tuning in, and check out our social media platforms for opportunities to tell us which justice service you want to hear more about. This has been Justice Matters, brought to you by the Ministry of Justice. We bring Justice Matters to you because justice matters to us. Take care.